have given importance to, that alone disturbs us. See, vitaraga, then bhaya. The person who is living in fear can never enjoy life. See, one day I was asking one friend of mine, his wife prepares very good food. I said, hey, you get every day such lovely food. How come you are still thin? What is the secret? He said, Swami, do you know something about Muslim culture? I said, I don't know. You know, during the Ramzan, they feed the goat very comfortably for 1 full month. That goat is never fat. Because the goat knows now he is going to be sacrificed. In the same manner, when I get good food at my home, I know no bombardment is coming. Therefore, I am silently reducing. You know, see, wherever there is a fear, there cannot be joy in life. See, living in meditation is living happily. Doesn't matter how you live happily. Whether you are happy by sitting in the aeroplane, or you are happy by sitting on a bicycle, or you are happy by sitting in a bullock cart, that is not the criteria. Criteria is you are happy or not, that is the criteria. See? Vitaraga bhaya, fearlessness. Now, fearlessness should not be mistaken in a foolish manner. In one children's camp, I was talking to them about fear and fearlessness. Class, say, age group, 9 to 12, that was the age group. So I said, okay, we'll have a competition, cartoon competition, on this topic, fear and fearlessness. So everybody draw some cartoon, and then they said, Swami, you select which is the best one. So I selected one. And that cartoon was so cute. There were 4 windows. First window, I am fearless. Only, these drawings, only one line drawing. I am fearless. That man says. Then a truck is coming, next window. Stand there, I am fearless. The truck goes over him. Third window, I think I should have tried with a car. See, fearlessness does not mean acting foolishly in this world. See. So, vitaraga bhaya krodha, and the third is krodha, anger. Anger is the worst enemy we all have. And this enemy is not outside. An angry person himself is miserable and makes everyone around miserable. See, I was telling the story how a man was a constantly chain smoker. Every day he used to light the cigarette and then finish it and then again take cigarette and light from the first cigarette, and like that akhanda mandalakaram was going on. Then I said, Arey, why I am telling you this story? I wanted to tell you something different. Yes, now I remember. Suppose this is the man and there are 3 things kept on the table. One is a candle, second is a cigarette, and third is a matchbox. So what is the first thing this man whom I had talked about will light first? So your mind is already conditioned. He is a smoker. So what we will say? Oh, he will light a cigarette first, of course. But no, he will first of all lit a matchstick. And where the fire is born, there alone the burning begins. The stick will be burnt in the same manner. Where the anger is born, it is there the damage starts happening. See, anger is a revenge taken on oneself for the foolishness of others. See, why should I become angry if somebody is foolish? He has got every right. He is a God's creation. And that too, we are in India, democracy, extended beyond humanities to the animals also. See? Therefore, this anger is to be clearly understood, Anger reduces the face value, except in the Hindi movie. जब तुम गुस्से में होती हो बड़ी सुंदर लगती हो, कुछ नहीं है ऐसा. You look like a buffalo, not like a beautiful one. See? So when you slowly start appreciating the damage created by the hatred, by the fear, by the anger, and this educating ourselves is the right way of living in meditation. See, you know, there are two types of meditations wherein they give too much importance to the matter and zero importance to the consciousness. For them, meditation is sitting in a particular posture or doing pranayam, continuously focusing attention only on the prakriti or the matter. And prakriti is that where vikruti is natural. You cannot stop. See, it is natural there. So we have to learn it and go beyond it. That's it. So the control over matter is meant for transcending the matter, not remaining in the matter. See? Therefore, when we are thus able to understand, educate ourselves and go beyond the impact of the joys and the sorrows, no more influenced by the fear, anger or desire, such a person is living in steady wisdom. Living in steady wisdom is living in meditation. See, you must have heard the stories from our Puranas. There was such and such saint like that, and he was a great tapasvi. Like, about Durvasa Rishi the story comes. He was very angry, and if somebody doesn't listen to him, he will give him a sharp. See, be very attentive. Those who play only with Prakriti, they alone will curse, they alone will bless. See, they are the mobile shopping centers. Shopping centers. See, constantly fearful. And you will see around such great yogis or great Siddha Purushas, people are living in fear. They are not living cheerfully and happily. See, you watch anywhere you go, all the Siddha Purushas, they have powers, no doubt. They are the gateways to the divinity, no doubt about it. But all the people around them, they are living in constant fear. See, friends, why fear? Oh, if you do something and if you will curse then? So, no, don't curse. No shopping, please. I had just come for window shopping, not getting the shop. See, vitaraga bhaya krodha. Therefore, Prakriti is controlled to transcend the Prakriti and remain in the conscious self that we are naturally. Therefore, meditation is functioning through the body and no more living as the body. That is meditation. Thereafter, it doesn't matter whether you are walking or sitting. See, Atma tvam girijamati sahachara prana shariram graham pujate vishayopabhoga rachana nidra samadhi sthitihi sanchara padayo pradakshina vidhi stotrani sarva giro yad yad karma karomi tat tadakhilam shambho tavaradhanam. This is meditation. See, friends, don't tie yourself down in a dumb posture. That is not meditation. So we have to live in meditation. See? Then it becomes natural to us. And wherever there are efforts, we are abnormal. We are not normal. Now those people who are having, let us take a problem of hearing, short of hearing. When such people sit for satsanga or any lecture, they have to struggle to listen with great struggle because they are hard of hearing. And after 5-7 minutes, they get tired. Then they go to sleep. And others are enjoying But the one person was tired. After the lecture is over, Swami, you spoke very well. What did I speak? That's a different issue. See, you spoke very well. Now, why that one man was tired? Because he was putting efforts. Now take another example. You all must be doing pranayam, I know. Our Ramdev Baba has made even the plants to do pranayam. He is the only Mahatma in the whole world who could motivate billions of people to start breathing. See? So when you do pranayam, we'll do it tomorrow. When you do pranayam, you'll come to know, suppose you are told, okay, do Anulom Vilom for 100 times. 100 times? Okay, 50 times. That is also too much. Okay, 25 times. Okay, we'll try. And then you start. And then you say, abhi teen hi hua hai. And then you go on counting, another. Now be very attentive. When we do pranayam, we are tired. Are we tired of normal breathing? Did we count? Now what is the reason? Because in pranayam, efforts are involved. Wherever efforts are involved, I is born. And where I is born, samsara begins. Meditation is living without I being born. So meditation is action without a doer. Knowledge without a knower, joy without an enjoyer. Living in this matrix is living in meditation. See friends, dukkheshu anudvignavanaha, sukheshu vigataspruhaha, vitaragabhaya krodhaha, stitadihi muni uchyate. This is regarding the various kinds of experiences come to us. Now, we also get or come across people and things. What are those? Yasarvatra anabhisnehaha tat prapya shubha shubham nabhinandati na dveshti tasya prajna pradishtita. He who is friendly to everyone but not a friend to a friend. See the difference? When I am a friend to a friend, then the bondage is bound to be. But when I am friendly with everyone, it is not a bondage, it is a freedom. Yaha sarvatra anabhisnehaha and yaha sarvatran abhisnehaha. This word can be broken in two ways. Either love everyone in this world or love nobody in this world. But we are average people. So some people we love, some we don't love. And the samsara begins. So yaha sarvatra anabhisnehaha. Then tat prapya shubha shubham. In our life, yes, sometimes good things happen, sometimes bad things happen. It is natural. There is no possibility that there is only health. When God has created the doctors, He has to create the patients also. You look at him, what a tragedy for him. See? If He has created birth, He has to create death also. If there is a poverty, riches are. In this manner, this world is made up of these complementary pairs of experiences. I do not like to use the word for the dvandva. Normally people use the word pairs of opposite. I am against that word. It is not the right way of telling. They are not opposite. They are complementary. Health is complementary to disease. See, poverty is complementary to the riches. See, friends. And both are required. This is how the world is made up of. So, nabhinandati na dveshti. When something good happens, he is not losing his balance. Ha ha. Like in Telangana thing. Yesterday's newspaper, every paper, and today, nabhinandati na dveshti. Therefore, tasya prajna pradishtita. He is living in steady wisdom. See, Therefore, please remove this from your mind that you have to do meditation. Don't struggle. Live in meditation and then do the things. The quality of life will change. Otherwise, do you know, I do meditation every day. What about you? You don't do? I thought as well, Holier than thou. If this attitude comes in our head, we are not living in meditation. See, friends. Now, the effortlessness with which a man of meditation lives is yada samharate chayam kurmongani va sarvashaha indriyani indriyarthebhya tasya prajna pradishtita. Yada samharate chayam, when he takes a cup of tea in the morning, chayam, isn't it? Once I said this way, and after my lecture was over, one serious kind of Dumbo came. Swamiji, you are making too many jokes out of Bhagavad Gita. You said Bhagavan Krishna talked about tea. During his time, where was the tea? He talked about tea, chayam. I said, look here, don't get angry. You tell me, how many wives Bhagavan Krishna had? 16,108. Out of the 16,108, 16,100 wives were from Assam, Pragjotishpur, Guwahati. Now he whose in-laws are owning tea gardens, do you think that son-in-law will be spared of tea? Therefore, he was not only taking tea, he was the one who popularized tea all over India. See? Therefore, in Bhagavad Gita also it comes, yada samharate chayam kurmongani va sarvashaha. Kurma, the tortoise, as he withdraws on the 6 appendages. When a tortoise walks, there are 6 things coming out of the shell. 4 legs, 1 head and 1 tail. And the moment this tortoise sees that there is some danger, it doesn't run anywhere. It withdraws itself in a fraction of a second, like with a click of a mouse, and then holds and is steady there. He doesn't retaliate, he doesn't fight, he doesn't run away, but he is sitting in himself. And to do this, the tortoise doesn't have to put any efforts. In the same manner, here it is said, Indriyani indriyarthebhya kurma angani iva yaha samharate. He who is able to withdraw all his senses and the mind from the respective world as effortlessly as a tortoise withdraws his limbs. Which are those 6? The 5 sense organs, and the 6th is the mind. He who is able to withdraw in a fraction of moment. See, you are living in meditation. For us, one person was told, see, if you chant Lord's name without any other thought in between, you can have his vision. Yes, I can do it. What name you tell me? You have to chant Om Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. And no other thought should intercept in between. How many times? Maybe 108 times. Done. But I should have the vision of God. Yes, you will have. Now, that arrogant seeker is going. And Mahatma Ji is always enjoying, they never suffer. Beta, come here, I forgot one thing. See, in this old age, I have started forgetting. What is that? There is one condition when you are chanting Om Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, that time you should not think about a monkey. That's all. Now he's booked. He starts Om Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Actually, monkeys help Bhagwan Ram. Why there should be an objection? Oh, Om Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om. But there are different types of monkeys. Which monkey I should not think about? Om Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. See, friends, our senses and our mind is making us drag away from ourselves. See, friends. Therefore, when we are living in meditation, we are aware of this. Samsara is when we are the slaves to our senses. We are the slaves to our mind. See, in the 6th chapter, Bhagavan says that a seeker, a sannyasi or a yogi, he who is doing his job perfectly well, and yet he is uninvolved in anything that is being done. Anashritaha karma phalam karyam karma karoti yaha sa sannyasi cha yogi cha na niragnihi na cha akriyaha. Yogi does not mean akriyaha, simply sitting, yogi. No. Similarly, sannyasi doesn't mean only eating and sleeping. No. See? According to the traditional understanding of sannyasi, niragni, a sannyasi is not supposed to touch fire. Therefore, various kinds of havans are never done by the sannyasis. That is why the sannyasi's body is not offered to the fire. So, the teacher says that is not the meaning of sannyasi. Then, yaha anashritaha karma phalam karyam karma karoti. He who is dynamically busy in this world for time pass. See, karyam karma karoti anashritaha karma phalam, without any expectations. See, this is such a powerful thing if you understand it, practice. All that we are doing every day in our life is only time pass. See, nothing else. खाने को 1 घंटा टाइम है, अरे बाप रे क्या करो, जरा घूम के आओ, दिन भर घर में सर खाते हो. So this fellow goes out. गुप्ता जी क्या कर रहे हैं? क्या करना है, घर में तो नहीं रहने देते. घूम के आते. So you go for 1 hour and हो गया, हाँ खाओ मेरा सर. Then I'll have to go starving. See, so that 1 hour we have gone here and there, for what? Only time pass. I was in Bangalore, somebody's house I went after food and all that. Then Swamiji, please visit our temple. I said, okay. I said, hey, I know all of them. They are good friends of mine. So you are doing this japa, you are doing this japa. Oh, you know? I said, yes, I am realized. What do you think? And then I told, remember one thing. When you sit and do your japa, it is exclusively for time pass. Nothing else. Sit there. Om Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. 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 Nothing is achieved. Nothing is lost. Then 10 minute time pass हो गया. This is all living in meditation. If you have got one single sankalpa, then it cannot be meditation. And in this manner, when we are able to discover, life has to be effortless. Patanjali Maharshi talks about this, but the yogis who are practicing, they are exactly opposite of this. When he says that asana is what? Sthira sukham asanam. Asanam is steady bliss. That is asanam. Bhagavan says steady wisdom. Wisdom and bliss are not opposed to each other. A wise man alone is blissful. See. So what he says, sthira sukham asanam, steady bliss is asanam, not the acrobatics. And to attain this, his advice is two principles. One is prayatna shaitilya, and second is ananta samapatibhyam. Prayatna shaitilya is freedom from efforts in life. Wherever there are efforts, we are not normal. See, when we do pranayam, there are efforts. Because you are doing, CA job, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 16. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. And finally you get confused. The ratio is this way or that way. See? Because wherever there are efforts, it is abnormal condition. See, friends. Therefore, living in meditation is living effortlessly. No struggle. And how the efforts come? Yesterday I told you, when we try to prove something to somebody, alas, we don't know. What do we want to prove and to whom and for what? We imagine the whole world is looking at us. They have got better things to do. See? There was one boy, I went to their house in a rickshaw. Some small town somewhere. Got down from the train, I went. And the mother told, see, Swami is coming in our house and it's a big function and therefore we require a lot of dahi. So you go to the market, take these 2 buckets, I have washed them, and get 2 buckets full of yogurt or dahi. Now this 12th standard boy, Mom, what do you think? I am going to go with the bucket like this in the market? Forget about it. I am not going to go like this. Everybody will look at me. He is going with the bucket. I am not going to go. So that poor mother, she didn't understand what is wrong in that. Without bucket, how can we bring 40 kilos of milk, this curd? And that very moment I landed there, so the duet was going on. I said, Mama, wait a minute, the rickshaw is there, I'll go and get it. Give me the bucket. So I took the bucket, went to the market, purchased 40 kilos of dahi and work was done, but everybody was bouncing on that boy. See, Swamiji has come for the first time as a guest to our house and he has to go for... I said, Mama, keep cool, it's okay. You don't understand his problem. See, when Bhagavan Krishna used to go to, the forest with the cows, all gopis used to come and stand there. Do you know that? Yes, Swamiji, Bhagavad to main padti hu. The same way, when your son goes in the market, all the shops are closed. They are all waiting, looking at him. I told him, who looks at you, tell me first. What is great in you? We only have imagination that the people are looking at us. No, friends. See? And therefore we try to prove something, struggle for that. And that is why effortlessness has disappeared. And therefore we are tired in life. See, friends, where there are no efforts, there is no tiredness. Where there are efforts, there is tiredness. See, fortunately by God's grace, I never get jet lag. Whatever distance I may travel. So one person asked me, Swamiji, what is the secret you don't get jet lag? I said, look here, the jet is flying, I am not. Why should I get the jet lag? It's simple common sense, See? But we have that load on our head, Oh, I have to go this thing, that thing. They have to travel 1 hour journey and they prepare for 1 year. Thele mein ye hai ki nahi, wo hai ki nahi. Afterward, thela gayab. How much tensions, how much worries. Therefore here, living in meditation is like a tortoise is able to withdraw instantaneously. In the same manner, we come on the seat of meditation and in a fraction of moment, we are fully withdrawn. See? that freedom to withdraw and to participate in this world, that freedom is called as living in meditation. See? For us, both the things are difficult. Withdraw it is difficult. कहना नहीं चाहिए लेकिन कह देती हूँ. Why do you say when you know it should not be said? Keep your mouth shut. But it will keep on coming. बोल ही देती. No control. See? Therefore, meditation is not some abnormal condition. It is a freedom. See? Living in that freedom is living in meditation. कूर्मोंगानी व सर्वशः इंद्रियाणि इंद्रियार्थेभ्यः तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता. Now, if we are simply, now here's very important point, the difference between meditation according to Bhagavan Krishna or Vedanta and according to only the yoga. What is the basic difference? These students of yoga, if you ask them, what is yoga? They will immediately fire a sutra. Chitta vritti nirodha yogaha. But after that there is one more sutra. Tada drashtuhu swarupe avasthanam. This word tada is always associated with yada. See, yada yada hi dharmasya tadatmanam srujamyaham. Yada tada, when then. जब तुम आओगे तब देख लेंगे. See, जब तब, यदा तदा. Similarly, when the teacher says, tada drashtuhu sarupe avasthanam, if our mind is totally free from thought formation and we have gone to sleep, then it is not yoga. See, therefore, yogaha chitta vritti nirodha tada bhavati yada Swarupe avasthanam, when we are abiding in our conscious blissful self, then it is called as yoga. See, Patanjali says there are 5 chitta bhumikas. One is kshipta, vikshipta, then niruddha, etc. So, when the mind is kshipta, agitated, and you control compulsorily by force of pranayam. Controlling the mind with the force of pranayam is like observing the discipline by imposition of curfew. You must have seen, whenever the curfew is lifted, people bounce out of their house on the shops, is it not? In the same manner. Pranabandhanat liyate manaha jalapakshivat roda sadhanam. Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi says that yes, we do control the mind, but it is like the birds are kept in a cage. As long as the cage is there, they are controlled. The moment the cage is cut, they fly away. In the same manner, this is not the ultimate. Therefore, here the teacher says, if you are by force of pranayam or discipline or total nirahara, no means no, keep away. I am not going to eat. It will last only for a short period. Once I was in Arunachal Pradesh, far deep, and there was one girls' school run by Vivekananda Kendra of Kanyakumari. I used to go there regularly, 1 week. And it is a residential school, so I used to get 1 quarter, and all the girls up to the class 10 or 12. And all those, tribal girls, so sweet and so intelligent, very good ones. So, they used to have their food for breakfast, khichdi, lunch, khichdi, dinner, khichdi. No sabji, no nothing. Because they have to look after those girls for 105 rupees per child for the whole month. That was the amount sanctioned. Now, where from will they bring money? So, when I used to see them, and they used to eat, I said, my God, these girls must be really great, tyagi, yogi. The same food they have to eat every day. Nothing attracts their mind. Then one day I asked, just to investigate my understanding, Hey, how many of you have gone out of here? Few girls. What did you like in Calcutta? Oh, I like Rasgulla and Sandesh. Oh, very good. Who went to Delhi? I went to Delhi. What did you like? I like garam garam paratha and with lot of butter on that and so many different types of parathas. Aloo ka paratha, gobi ka paratha. Very good. Third one, where did you go? I went to Madras. I like dosha and sambar vada. Aha, you can eat to your fill, no problem. They don't give little bit, they give sufficient quantities, really enjoy. After that I asked, I said, when you leave this school, what is that which you will not like to do? I didn't ask, what do you like to do? What is that which you will not like to do? All of them unanimously said, we will not eat khichdi in our whole life. See? So for them, nirahara, they were not exposed to any other kind of food. Therefore, that is not self-control. The moment they get an opportunity, they will rebel out. In the same manner, here the teacher says, Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehinaha rasavarjam. But the attraction for the worldly object still lingers on in the mind. See, as long as there is a value and a rasa, a taste, lingering in our mind about anything in this world, our mind will be immediately invoked and we get out again into indulgence. See, that is why it is said that do not trust your mind. You may trust a cobra, but do not trust your mind. It has to be kept in strict discipline. See, otherwise we start with little bit, no, I'll take only one teaspoonful of ice cream. But ice cream is never taken by teaspoonful. I distribute with a scoop. अब तो खा ही लिया है, अब एक और खा लो, गोली और ले लेंगे. See, this is how we are victims of our own mind. Therefore, the teacher says, Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehina rasavarjam. Rasaha api param društva nivartate. Now, the second part in meditation, which is not taken care of in that kind of meditation, which is only matter oriented. Rasavarjam api. Even the rasa for the worldly things is transcended if we have discovered something higher than what was normally enjoyed. See, there is a story in the life of Ramanujacharya Maharaj. When he was standing in his balcony, he saw one person walking face to a girl, keeping the umbrella on her body and walking backward, and she was walking front. So he said, how funny, nobody walks like that. What is the reason? So somebody told him, no, he is very much in love with that prostitute and he just doesn't want to keep his eyes away from her because he likes her so much. Really? You call him here. So he was called. And he was told, why you do? Oh, she's so beautiful. Suppose you see something more beautiful than her, then I will not look at her. Then he said, okay, come in the evening when we have got the puja. And in the evening when the puja was being done, he was called and he came, and by the grace of this great master, Bhagavan Rama appeared in front of his eyes. Thereafter, he never went after that girl. Rasavarjam rasopyasya param društva nivartate. It is not enough that we simply control the prakriti, but we have to also discover the reality. These two things together constitute meditation. See, it is not only Vyatirek, I am not this, I am not this, I am not this. This is what normally, the lip Vedantis do. Lipstick Vedantis, lipstick Vedanti means what? Those who have got the Vedanta stuck to their lips, they are called lipstick Vedanti. It has not gone inside, it's only outside. And their Vedanta is for others. Like, one of my friend, he had a heart attack, and afterwards when I went, I congratulated, hey, congratulations, man. He thought, why, what congratulations? I said, you have heart, therefore you have heart attack. I never knew that you have heart, congratulations. He got so, angry. I thought, Swamiji will not make joke of my heart attack. And afterwards I went. After 2-3 months he came to meet me when he became normal. And those days I used to have migraine, half headache. And I was tossing on the bed. He said, Swamiji, how are you? I said, please come after 2 hours. I am extremely in pain. Not now, okay? No, Swamiji, I will not go. I said, don't play fool. I am extremely miserable. Swamiji, congratulations. What happened? Congratulations. You have got head, therefore you have got headache. I said, you are making fun of me? He said, do you remember? When my heart attack, what did you say? I said, look here, heart was yours, head is mine, that is important. Our Vedanta is for others, it is not for us. Such people are called as lipstick Vedanti, So, here the teacher says, Param Društva Nivartate. After we have discarded, I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect, only words, words, words. I am not the body. Understood. What is that? That body I am not. This body though I am. Hare Rama, that is not the meaning. See. Therefore, when we have discarded the Panchakoshas, Param Društva Nivartate, and then we are no more identified with the limitations of the Panchakoshas, then the next question comes, then what is our identity? Then who are we? From here, the second step in meditation according to Vedanta begins. See, friends, therefore yesterday I told you the first goal in meditation is recognition of our existence independent of the body. First step. And therefore we are told that we are not the body, but we are the embodied. See? Now this embodied that we are, first of all we have to be fully convinced and experience that yes, there is no reason which can support that I am the body. Now work on this principle. Then you are practicing meditation. In one of the Upanishad, this thought comes, Tat Chintanam, Tat Kathanam, Anyonyam Tat Prabodhanam, Etad Ekaparatvam Cha Brahmabhyasam Vidurubudhaha. Practice of knowledge is this. Tat Chintanam. This is the Chintanam. That how this body can be me. This is not created by me. The body doesn't listen to me. How this body can be me? So if I cannot be the body, then the question comes, then who am I? What is my identity? Then the direction of our meditation will have a different dimension. It will not be satisfied only, I am able to sit in one posture for 10 minutes. It is not great. That is not all. See, if you see many great masters, Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi, never his posture was according to any yoga posture. He will be sitting like this, question mark asana. Do you mean that he was a less yogi? See, Bhagavan Ramakrishna Paramahansa. What is this? Ascharyavat pashyati kaschidenam. That is not a posture in yoga anywhere. See? Therefore, what is important is that we are transcending the Panchakoshas, and it is for this purpose we are controlling all these things, and the control should be to such an extent that we are effortlessly able to withdraw from the world with a click of a mouse. See, friends. And then the second step begins. Now we are convinced. First is ignorance, then is knowledge, third is knowledge with doubt, fourth is understanding, fifth is conviction, and then sixth comes living that conviction. We all live only convictions. Today we are all convinced that we are the body. And therefore we are all living as the body, for the body, on everybody. See? Because we are convinced. Like, a child. Right from the childhood you tell. The child doesn't know anything. As I told you one example, that boy said, I am Lohana Kachi. Now he doesn't know. I said, do you know how to tie the Kachi? He said, no. But I am a Lohana Kachi. Now what is the meaning of Lohana? I don't know. Then what you are? I am a Lohana Kachi. He is so convinced. When I told him, hey Gujju, how are you? Don't call me Gujju. I am a Lohana Kachi. Now that child slowly, when he grows, he will be obsessed with that word, I am a Lohana Kachi. See, friends, in the same manner, we are so obsessed with this experience that the body alone I am, nothing else. And therefore, all the modifications of the body are my modification. So if the body is fat, I am fat. If the body is thin, I am thin. If the body is round, I am round. If the body is old, I am old. But none of us ever have experience of any of the attributes of the body. The birth of the body is never experienced by us. The modification in the body is never experienced by us. Therefore, as we all know, every 7 years, every cell of the body is fully replaced. So today, if I am 70 years, I have replaced already 10 bodies. But do I have an experience that I have changed 10 bodies? Our experience is, I am in the same body. Come to cognize this fact. Then we are working on meditation. See, friends, and to the extent we are withdrawn from the body identification, to that extent we are having a different quality of life. See, and what will be a different quality of life? Worldly objects will never ever attract our mind too much. Even if it attracts because of the earlier habit, it will not last long. It will come as an attack for a few moments and go away. And slowly, then presence and absence of the worldly things will make zero impact on us. And then we are able to discover rasavarjam rasopyasya param drishtva nivartate, and then we are able to experience that our identity is someone other than the body. Now from here, the second step begins. This one, the embodied, who is other than the body? Exactly what is the meaning of this statement? See, other than the body means the attributes of the body do not belong to me. First attribute, birth. Now verify. Do I have an experience of birth? No, because I am not the body. Body is born. See, the body is changing. Do we have the experience of change? We don't have. That is why the other day Lata Angeshkar told in France that although you may call me I am 81 years, but I feel I am 18 years. It is not only her, every one of us. Nobody can ever experience that we are growing. It is the grace of the people. They remind us. Dadaji baitho. Okay. See, friends, come to cognize this fact. Cognition of this essential nature of ours alone will liberate us from the bondage of these worldly things and possessions. This is what is called as meditation. See, friends, normally you must have attended many meditation classes. Let us meditate. Come with your bistar, with your pillow and everything, and bed sheet and cover and all that, and then go to sleep. Our meditation is like, in a dark room, a blind man was searching a black rat which was not there. And this is our meditation. चलो मेडिटेशन करते. मम्मी उसमें क्या होता है मुझे भी पता नहीं, बैठ. See, friends, stop doing meditation, start living in meditation. And then you go and sit before the Lord in a fraction of moment. You are one with Him. And then, in that, we disappear. When we disappear, there is no tiredness. For us, meditation is a tiredness. और कितना घंटा बैठना है? अभी तो 2 सेकंड भी नहीं हुए. अच्छा. Again after 2 seconds. See? It's only because we are struggling. See? As much, Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, as much we are fully convinced and living as the body, that much when we will live as conscious existence, then we are fully established in the truth. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om.